William Shatner holds nothing back when he goes absolutely brutal on all of the woke nonsense that continues to infect Hollywood and specifically in this case Star Trek, and it is absolutely amazing to see. He has reached the end of his rope. He completely snaps out all this woke nonsense, so let's go ahead and jump into this. Iconic actor William Shatner, renowned for his role as Captain Kirk in the legendary science fiction series Star Trek, has taken a firm stand against presentism, the application of contemporary values to interpret past events. And how much have we seen Hollywood do this recently? We continue to see things whenever they release something that is like a new adaptation of an old story that we love. These Hollywood weirdos continue to say things like,
oh, we're going to reinterpret it and adapt it for modern audiences.
And it's like, we don't want that, okay? Nobody wants it. That's not why the book is popular. The reason why that story is popular, why that movie is popular, whatever the case may be, is because it has a theme that can be universally appreciated by people no matter what time period they are from. That's what makes Lord of the Rings so great. That is why Lord of the Rings will always be great, and so many other stories like that. This comes in the wake of criticisms aimed at one of the most famous lines from Star Trek. Shatner's response was triggered by a broader movement that seeks to revise historical content deemed inappropriate by today's standards. Of course, here's just some of that type of BS that is continuing to pervade in Hollywood because of things like DEI and all that type of nonsense. Gendered examples of situations where women may be subject to invisibility or omission, and alternatives to use. So gendered examples, each participant should submit his paperwork a week before the meeting, and instead you're supposed to use his, her. Under the law, all men are equal.
Use women and men or people.
Which it means the same thing. Like, all of this just means the same thing. It's not excluding women or anything like that. William Shatner took to Twitter to express his dismay, highlighting the absurdity of judging historical works, including Star Trek, without considering the context of their times. He argued that if such a trend continues, it could lead to the re-evaluation of foundational documents and literary works like the Magna Carta and Shakespeare's plays, and other things, which is probably a little more of what they're focused on with trying to redefine and reconstruct things like the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution and all of that type of stuff. In response to headlines like this,
phrases such as the icon Star Trek quote, "to boldly go where no man has gone before," is set to be banned by the EU.
So pathetic, so ridiculous. So this is what William Shatner had to say in response to this. It is absolutely epic. Presentism at work yet again. Why start at Star Trek? Isn't it better to start at the beginning and redo foundation material such as the Magna Carta, religious writings, works of Shakespeare before worrying about a silly TV show opening that reflects social commentary of the time? Which is what their end goal is. That is what their end game is to redo foundational material. But of course they have to kind of start, they have to start small, you know what I mean? If people are offended by 6 seconds of dialogue recorded in 1966 without a modicum of understanding of the social issues at the time, there's bigger issues that we need to deal with first, like educating themselves. When I see response tweets like this, these are people trying to make themselves important by correcting problems that don't exist. We're using the wrong argument here, okay? Because we're not thinking in the same way that these people are. These people have a very clear Marxist, neo-Marxist, communistic agenda where they want to completely disrupt and destroy the Western culture, but they want to completely eradicate it, okay? That is what these people want. And so when we say things like, well, why are you trying to correct things that are problems that don't exist and all this stuff, you aren't looking at it the same way that they are, because they see these as problems that exist, okay? They want to completely destroy American society. They want to completely destroy Western culture. And that is why we need to get on their playing field and call them out for what they're actually doing here. So with that being said, let me know what you think about what William Shatner says here. I think it is absolutely fantastic, and we need more people to call out this nonsense. So hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.